There was a period of time where my grandma, who lives overseas, had some health problems that arose quite suddenly. So I basically texted Danny and said, look, I do need to go overseas just to visit my grandmother actually. There was no hesitation whatsoever. It was just basically Danny saying, look, just go. What are the things that you need done? Let's try and cover that. And just immediate encouragement for me to deal with my personal situations.
When you come back from maternity leave, there's always that question at the back of your mind, right? I'm a person with a new set of responsibilities, a new human being to look after, a new set of priorities, and is that going to impact my value as a lawyer? I'm 𝗟𝗲𝗴𝗹. I have been with Setia for 3 years. I practice in the field of commercial litigation. So when we set up as a firm 3 years ago, there was an opportunity for us to kind of think about what mattered to us, what we wanted to prioritize, and how to define our firm culture. So to state the obvious, having a nursing room allowed me to nurse, which was very helpful. I was nursing my 2 children at different points over the last 3 years since we set up the firm, and having a dedicated space to do that was useful. And I always remember that one of our founding partners told me once that, he just thinks that it's basic human decency that mothers should have a place to do what they need to do, which told me that, there's a space here in this practice for a working mother, both literally and figuratively. If you're talking about things like eschewing FaceTime culture, making access to counseling and therapy available, the firm's emphasis on wellness developed organically over time, and then the Legal Profession Symposium last year was a catalyst for the firm to formalize and establish that as a policy that's just supposed to send a signal that it's a joint responsibility and each of us as individuals also have to take ownership of our own wellness and well-being. I'd love for you to talk to my colleague Deng Hang about the impact that our wellness initiatives have had on him.
Hi, I'm Deng Hang. I'm an associate with the firm, and I've been with the firm since its founding in April 2023. Particularly, I think what the firm has done personally for me is it's provided things like wellness initiatives like flexible work environments. The firm has been very supportive over therapy, and Danny himself has been quite open about going to therapy, and that in turn has encouraged us as juniors to go for therapy. And for example, if there was a particularly trying day, being able to quickly schedule a therapy session and just going over lunch has helped me process those feelings really quickly. I wouldn't say that the aura of invincibility crumbled, but when Danny and the other senior lawyers in the firm was willing to be vulnerable and talk about their own stresses, it has lowered the kind of barrier that I as a junior would normally have. And lowering that barrier has helped me tremendously because I'm willing to now be able to voice my concerns early and to explain to my senior certain things that, I might not be comfortable ordinarily talking to my colleagues. There's this culture of reciprocity where if my senior, for example, is unable to do certain tasks urgently because of a kid falling sick and things like that, I personally would not hesitate to say, why don't I help you with this and that and try and work something out. I think what the firm does is that it believes fundamentally that success of the firm comes from the success of each individual, and I think those have helped me look at practice and deliver quality work, but at the same time realize that I'm cherished at the firm.
That's why it was very important for our most senior lawyers to be open and transparent about the fact that they themselves face these pressures, face these challenges, and that sort of set the tone that it's okay. It doesn't make you in any way less of a lawyer, in any way less of a person, and it's completely normal.